Friends, today here we are to discuss about a very common problem of nowadays, that is depression. In India as well as in the world, many more people are affected by this. Although millions are affected by depression in India and probably millions more are closely family members of victims, the malaise still continues to have a stigma. This is probably why we tend to be extremely guarded when it comes to sharing about this condition. There is, however, one important exception in our life, our own myriad minded exception. He is the literary genius Rabindranath Tagore. He was not at all afraid to tell his friend and confidant C.F. Andrews that he suffered from depression. Tagore's profoundly moving and courageously honest accounts of his ordeal, of which he so candidly wrote to Andrews. He wrote, "I am struggling on my way through wilderness. The light from across the summit is clear, but the shadows are slanting and deep on the slope of the dark valley. My feet are bleeding, and I am toiling with panting breath. Wearied, I lie down upon the dust and cry and call out his name." Here, his name means the name of the God, his beloved God. "I know that I must pass through death. God knows it is the death pang that is tearing open my heart." Tagore references his depression again in two other letters dated October 4th and 7th, 1914. There he also wrote to Andrews. In the first letter, Tagore describes the break from his spell of depression. He wrote, "It seems as though I am coming out of the mist once more, and I am trying to throw off my shoulders the burden that has been oppressing me all these days." This suffering, which is referred here in the letters, written in May, had entirely passed away in the month of June. But in early July, the darkness again prevailed upon the life of the poet. It appeared to have no external source, either in bad health or bad climate, and the schoolwork was progressing wonderfully. But he wrote, "My period of darkness is over once again. It has been a time of great trial for me." Tagore is such a character that we found in his own lifetime he had to part with the closest relationships. His relationship with Mrinalini Devi, who was his sister-in-law, was also a real strange one. And when after Tagore's marriage, she passed away, Tagore had a shock. Tagore's long life battle with depression and loneliness can easily inspire people suffering from depressive illness to speak out and exchange their near and dear ones to aid them in tackling this particular issue. Now here, nowadays we are suffering from lockdown, and due to lockdown, people are getting depressed day by day. The normal motion of the money market has gone down. People are not having enough money in their pockets, and therefore an automatic depression is coming inside our heart. Now, this is the particular time to learn about depression and learn how to tackle with it. The most important point here is that one has to know the reason for his depression. Depression may be of different kind, source may be of different, but solution is one. The main and only solution remains inside one's heart. He or she has to understand the particular point of depression and therefore has to think on it, has to try his or her level best to understand the cause of the depression and thus to eliminate it from inside the heart. The cure for all the illness of life is stored in the inner depth of life itself, the access to which becomes possible when we are particularly alone. The solitude is a world in itself, full of wonders and resources unthought of. Now here, despite the fact that Tagore suffered from depression, he was by no means a morbid person. He deemed morbidity as a disease of the mind worse than physical malaise. Tagore accepted the sorrows and tragedies of life with courage and dignity. His love of life and the sheer joy of living epitomized his life. Tagore transcended the agonies of depression by being able to experience pure joy that is manifested in every facet of human existence. In the earth's green covering of grass, in the blue serenity of the sky, in the reckless exuberance of spring, in the severe absistence of grey winter, in living. However, Tagore's sustained efforts to liberate himself from the dark forces of depression and ultimately triumphing over it serve as a testimony of hope. Tagore dwelt in the depression and he called it darkwood and experienced its particular agony. His return from the abyss is not unlike the ascent of a mythical bird, rising upward and emerging into what was the shining world. Tagore is a source of inspiration for all those who suffer from depression in three important ways. First, Tagore's brutally honest descriptions of what seems to be a fathomless suffering persuade us to speak about our own struggles without any fear of embarrassment, shame, or guilt with people whom we love and trust. Second, Tagore shows that by tapping into our own spirituality and enjoying our solitary splendor with Mother Nature, we may actually be able to locate ourselves in a more radiant place of joy and serenity, rather being stuck in what seems to be a purgatory of perpetual darkness. Third and most importantly, Tagore's triumph over his depression is truly an evocation of ultimate hope. Tagore tells us that depression doesn't have to be an annihilation of one's soul. Rather, it is something that is conquerable only if we endeavor to do so by remaining proactive and spiritually grounded. Famed for his literary, artistic and intellectual capabilities the world over, Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore led a very lonely life and even suffered from bouts of depression. In January 1915, Tagore speaks of a breakdown, deep depression. But again in the month of February, he claimed to have been healed in the solitude of the boat he inhabited on the banks of the river Padma in North Bengal. Incidentally, one of Tagore's worst spells of depression was in 1914, a year after his book of poems, Gitanjali, brought him sudden international fame as he became the first non-European Nobel laureate by earning the 1913 prize in literature. So, the main point lies within your own thinking. Think positively. Call a spade a spade. Think in a particular manner, and therefore you yourself can be able to come out of the depression. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Have nice days.